Shalawam. All praises to Yahweh, AHCHYAM, Yahweh Shah, AHCHYAM, Bukar Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to the AHCHYAM, pushing the truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another cut about you sons of Jacob, okay? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the 12 tribes of Israel, the sons of Jacob, okay? And the Lord made a difference between us and them, okay? Put a difference between his people and all the other heathen nations that he don't care about. First verse I'm going into is Exodus chapter 11, verse 3. And it reads, chapter 11, verse 7, Shalakia. He said, but against any of the children of Israel should not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, do put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Okay? So the Lord put a difference between his people and the other people. Okay? That just giving you an example that between Israel and the Egyptians, he put a difference. Now this is Exodus 8 and 23. And it reads, and I will put a division between my people and thy people. Okay? He put a difference between Israel and the Egyptians. The Egyptians is some more sons of Ham. Okay? He put a difference between Israel and the Canaanites. He put a difference between Israel and Cush. Okay? The Ethiopians. He put a difference between Israel and Edom. He put a difference between Israel and the Moabites. He put a difference between Israel and the Ammonites. Okay? And the Russians. And Greece. He put a difference between his people and their people. Okay? We're not Africans. We are not Africans. You people got to understand that. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But for you Negroes, we are not Africans. Okay? Now this is the book From Babylon to Timbuktu. I'm going to go to page 84. And it reads, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem in 70 AD. General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter during the period of the military governors of the Palestine. Many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave market was full of black Jewish slaves. This prophecy and all the residue of the prophecies contained in Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68 beheld the black Jews after they disobeyed the laws of God. Many nations transported the Jews into slavery, and the sons of Israel transmigrated to every continent. Okay? We are not mingled with the other nations. We are a separate nation. We was mingled and scattered because of the disobedience for going off, for not following laws, statutes, and covenants and commandments, okay, of the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shah. So He scattered us among all the other nations, okay, but we are not the same as the Africans, as the Ethiopians, as the Egyptians, okay, as the Canaanites. Them are the sons of Ham. We come out of the line of Shem, okay, Noah's oldest son. Now, this is the Zonovan Compact Bible Dictionary, and I'm going to go to Ham and read this. And it reads, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, okay? Not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites, okay? We are not from the seed of Ham. We are from the seed of Shem, okay? Now this is Deuteronomy 7:6. And it reads, For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay? Read that again. It's Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, thy power. The Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay? He chose Israel to be a special people. Okay? This is Jeremiah 51:19. And it reads, the portion of Jacob is not like them. It's not like who? The other nations. Okay? Everybody else is just heathens, man. It's Jeremiah 51:19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Okay? He called us his battle axe and weapons of war, man. Okay? Well, going back to Deuteronomy 32, starting at verse 8, it reads, When the Most High, Yahweh, divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel, no other nation, Not the Edomites, not the Moabites, not the Ammonites. Israel. Okay? For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Okay? Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Jacob had 12 sons. Okay? He found him in a desert land and in a waste, howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. Okay? The Lord say, he who touches you touches the apple of my eye, man. Talking about Jacob, 12 sons. Okay? This Psalms 147, start at verse 19. And it reads, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statute and his judgments unto Israel. We know Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Okay? The Israel had 12 sons who became the Israelites. Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, so the Lord ain't dealing with no other nation, man. It's First Peter chapter 2 and 9. And it reads, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. Okay? The chosen of the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? The special people upon the face of the earth. This is Amos 3, start at verse 1. Hear these words that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Okay? The Lord had to chastise us, had to chasten us because our forefathers, man. Okay? So that's why we've been in slavery all our generations. Okay? Since 7 AD, we've never been on top, man. Okay? Even before then, he put a lot of us to death in the wilderness, man, for following the ways of the heathen. Okay? We are the chosen of the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. It's Amos 3 and 6. And it reads, Salakia. Malachi 3 and 6. And it reads, for I am the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I change not, which meant who was his people in the beginning of time, them the same people who he loved, okay, in the inner time, through the middle, the same people, the 12 sons of Israel, okay? Read that again. It's Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Okay? The 12 sons of Jacob. Now, this Isaiah 50 and 33. And it reads, oh, Salakia. I got the wrong verse here. Salakia, I had the wrong verse. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. And it reads, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Okay? The children of Judah represents the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is the so-called Negroes, the so-called Haitians, and the so-called West Indies, which is another name for the Jamaicans. Okay? And the other ones that's on that island. Okay? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the so-called Negroes, the so-called West Indies, and the so-called Haitians. It's the southern kingdom. And Israel represents the northern kingdom, okay, which is the Puerto Ricans, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the so-called Dominicans, okay, the so-called Cubans, so-called Mexicans, so-called Panamanians, the so-called Argentinians, okay, all the Latino tribes. Read it again. It is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. Okay? So you know, okay, we was all one in captivity. Okay? Now why is that? Okay, because we that special people, man. We that peculiar treasure of the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh. Okay? All the people of the earth, we were the only nations driven into captivity, man. Okay? Through the Most High and His Son. Okay, this is Psalms 83. And it reads, this is Psalms 83, chapter verse 1. It says, keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against the hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay? And then it go down. It's a good chapter to read that. Okay? In verse 6 say, the tabernacles of Edom, and then Ishmael, and the Ishmaelites, and the Moabites. Okay? And all the other nations, man, they consulted together with one consent, man, and said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Okay? Because we are that chosen line, man. Okay, the sons of Israel, which his name was Jacob, but it was changed to Israel after the wrestling of the angel. Okay? Israel means Yasharallah, which meant sons of God, man. Okay? Princes of God, man. Princes of the power, man. Sons of the power. We that chosen line, man. Them special sons of the Bible. Okay? Now this is Revelation 9, Revelation 7, verse 4. Because you got the Jehovah's Witnesses talking about the names of the children, okay? The names that's on the wall of the gates of the new heaven, okay? Is the Jehovah's Witnesses. They the 144,000. Amen. The people out of their mind, man. Okay? It reads the names on the wall of the children of Israel, man. But the only people that can be saved on this earth right now, out of this kingdom of Esau's, or the Edomites' kingdom, is the 12 sons of Jacob, okay? The elect, the 144,000, plus another great multitude, man. No other nation, because if it was, it would have said it in Revelations, okay? Read this. It's Revelation chapter 7, verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. Now this is John on the island of Patmos. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Out of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Out of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number. Okay? After the elect, 144,000, it's going to be another great multitude. Okay? That's going to wake up to the truth that the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahushua going to raise up. Okay? And in John, he said in verse 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and psalms in their hand. Okay? Amen. This talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, man. No other nation. It's 18 nations on this planet, man. Okay? And the only ones that's getting salvation is the nation of Israel, man. Okay? The elect. The 144 plus another great multitude. No other nation. Okay? I am the Lord. I do not change. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. The Lord say, we are the chosen people of Israel. No other nation, man. Okay, we are his holy people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to the AHCHYAM, pushing the truth throughout the four winds of the earth. And I hope someone was edified out there in YouTube land. Shalawam.